Make sure you die slow is what this teen pictured here on the right told the person that he killed on the left, for really no reason at all. An 18-year-old out of Texas has been arrested for allegedly killing a man who was simply in his driveway changing a tire. Brandon Michael Davis, pictured here on the right, fatally shot and killed the victim in the chest before he told him to make sure he died slowly. Brandon was arrested on Sunday and charged with 1 count of murder regarding the killing of Dustin Nobles, who is pictured here on the left. On Sunday afternoon, officers responded to a home in Eddy, Texas regarding reports of a shooting. When they got there, first responders located Dustin, the victim, and he was suffering from an apparent gunshot wound to the upper part of his chest. Paramedics attempted to perform life-saving measures, but they ended up pronouncing him deceased at 1:04 p.m. Reportedly, the front passenger side of Dustin's car was on top of the jack, and a wheel had been removed and a tool bag was located close by, so that indicated he had been changing a tire, not really bothering a soul before he was shot. It was said that police made contact with Brandon, pictured here on the right, the suspect, who was still at the home, as well as 2 witnesses. The first witness told authorities that he went to Brandon's home on Sunday and found Dustin outside of Brandon's home, and that Dustin had removed a tire from his car, from his own car, that is. The witness also told police that Brandon and Dustin had known each other and they had had problems in the past. It was said this witness went inside the home and woke up Brandon. Brandon then told his grandfather to go outside and tell Dustin to get off the property. When the grandfather came back inside, he told his grandson Brandon that it would take around 30 minutes to an hour for Dustin to be done changing the tire and be able to leave. So reportedly, Brandon then told his grandfather to go back out there and tell Dustin he had 10 minutes to leave. Reportedly, Brandon and his grandfather kind of argued back and forth about that before Brandon finally went outside himself and gave Dustin the 10-minute timeline to leave. It was said he warned him to leave several times before he went back inside and got the gun. The witness said he chased Brandon and then he heard Dustin yell at Brandon, "Come at me," to Brandon. He yelled that to Brandon, and then that was before he heard a gunshot. The witness heard the gunshot. After Brandon was booked into the McLennan County Jail, he reportedly consented to a post-Miranda right interview with police. He reportedly told police that he was sleeping when the first witness woke him up, and he woke him up to tell him that Dustin was outside of Brandon's home. He said that he was mad that Dustin was there, so he went and got his rifle and then went back outside to get rid of Dustin. He told police that once he got outside, Dustin came at him aggressively with his hands and fists down by his side. He didn't have a shirt on. He did admit, though, that Dustin was not armed and he did not explicitly threaten him. Brandon also reportedly said he wasn't going to fight Dustin, so he shot him once in the chest. He said immediately after Dustin was shot, he cried out that he was going to die. And "make sure you die slow" was Brandon's response to Dustin. Unreal. Reportedly, he remains in jail as of Monday morning, January 6th, with no bond, luckily. Now, I know some of you guys are going to say that Dustin shouldn't have been on his property, but come on. You can't just shoot someone for no reason that you know is not a threat. It sounds like they had beef and Brandon was just looking for a reason to shoot Dustin, in my opinion. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and for more true crime, be sure to hit the follow button, and if you're on YouTube, be sure to subscribe.